Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Andromeda 1 Zombies, which is a hot new zombie game. Ooh, a bow. So I got a pistol. Pistol can be aimed. I hope you all appreciate just how unbelievably loud that, Oh, you can't aim the bow? So you can't aim the bow with any precision like you can the pistol. You just click the button and it automatically fires. Holding down the button does nothing. In this way, it is very different from literally every other first-person shooter game with a bow. Well, not every, but most. It's so weird to have an aim down sights, but also not actually aim down the sights and still use the crosshairs. I guess, let's see, does it make it more accurate? Oh wait, I don't have bullets I can waste checking. Do I have a melee attack? Because I'm almost out of bullets, and there's 3 zombies left. At least. There might be more than 3. So anyway, the story of Andromeda 1 Zombies is... I was sent a copy of this game by the publisher. Thanks again, publisher. Oh, nice. Sniper rifle. Just got the... Oh, I can run. I can hop a realistically small height. Got a shotgun. Yeah, I played a zombie game a couple of weeks ago. I can't tell you the title. I play a lot of zombie games. That had this, that was built on this exact same engine, I think. And I'm basing that entirely on the fact that the HUD elements in this are identical to the HUD elements in that. So it might not have been the exact same engine, but it's definitely using the same HUD. Which of course stands for Heads Up Display. Hey, look! Oh, wait, what happened to my... The Uzi doesn't have a crosshair. Interesting. Why doesn't the Uzi have a crosshair, but everything else does? Hey, buddy. Sad zombies' heads don't explode, but what are you going to do? You can't get everything you want. So this is the button that lets you leave the level, except you don't actually have to press it. You just have to walk up to it, and the level automatically ends. So that's something you could work on, developer. My big takeaway so far is I'm loving these sound effects. Like, the guns are just troublingly loud, and they bellow outwards. It is really a nice effect. So few games get the importance of having unbelievably loud guns. Okay, I shot him in the chest and he stopped walking. Now he's just kind of standing in place. So that's an issue you might want to look into. True, Hayden. But you know, if you just aim carefully. The hatchel? Hatchet. Axe. I've got an axe! The dream is alive, peeps. There's more ammo for my other guns. Revolver! And I want you to listen to the sound the revolver is making. There's like a metal, like, ting sound at the end that you can hear quite audibly at the end of the shot. And it makes me wonder, is this real audio of a revolver being fired at a firing range, and I'm actually hearing it hit the metal target at the end of the range? Oh, whoops, forgot to reload. So, Notes to the developer. I'm going to give you some notes after this next level. If what I think happens, happens. And I'm going to give you notes either way. But, like, I have some notes in mind if what I think is going to happen, happens. Okay, well, apparently I've forgotten how to aim. Kind of love that it's like a ridiculous fantasy bow. Okay. So let's hit that thing again. Again, it says press E to hit the button and leave the level, but you don't actually have to do it. You just have to walk up to it. Which is an issue. And something they should probably work on. Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. Desert Eagle? Oh no, just more bullets for this. What the hell? Okay, that's pretty cute. Let's go to the Uzi. Uzi, please. Alright, so now some notes for the developer. Just coming from someone who, again, I can't tell you how to make your game, but as someone who has a ton and a half of experience playing low-budget zombie first-person shooters, I'm not saying they're like a sub-theme of my channel, but if you were to say that about my channel, I wouldn't argue with you. So some things you want to keep in mind. A, you're going to need more than one map. That's one. So add more maps. This is my tip to you. First tip to you. I know that seems very facile as a tip, and it makes it seem like I don't know how hard that is. I understand it's a lot of work, making and getting more maps. But right now, all you've got is a flat expanse, right? And then the same house over and over again, and then this store. So that's just not acceptable. So get some more houses. Maybe put in a road. Put in some tables and barrels to gussy this place up. Then what you want to do is create some city walls around the outside. Because, I mean, it can be expensive putting, you know, trees and mountains and whatnot in the background. That can be a hassle. But if you just surround this place with some city walls and make it look like you're trapped going through this area, you'll give people a motivation to keep going forward rather than just, you know, run off in any direction you want. I, for example, am only just still running forward because that's where the zombies are. Alright, so that's one. Give people a reason to travel through the map the way you want them to travel through the map. Okay? So that's tip one. Tip two, get some more zombies in there. Like this hospital zombie. It's a cool zombie. I'm not unhappy with this hospital zombie. He's a good-looking zombie. It's kind of bad that when he takes damage, he stops moving. That's probably a glitch you want to look into. But, yeah, throw some more zombies in there. That's going to be a huge help for the replayability of this game. Right? And just keeping people interested. So that's 2, get some more zombies in there. 3, I love the physics of the zombies. The way they get blown around and flop down in separate ways. Looks good. It's definitely a nice change. I've seen lots of canned animations in games like this. So it's good to see someone who actually put some thought into it. So what happens if I shoot out of his leg? So yes, as I was saying, but something, the physics are nice, but what people really, okay, let's see if I can actually press the E here. It says press E to open remote door, to close a remote door. What are you talking about? Oh. I feel like that open and close remote door thing... Oh, that was the whole game. Okay, so yeah, that's a problem. That the game is just 3 levels, and every level... so when you add more zombies from level to level, all you've done here is you've just... Like, so there was one zombie, right? You just put another zombie next to him. And then for the 3rd level, you just put a 3rd zombie there. And so when you're adding more zombies for the additional levels, you should work to make sure they are spread out kind of all over the place. That would be a nice touch. So, a good idea is to make it so zombies move slightly slower, because these are pretty slow zombies. So a good trick is to make it so the zombies move... Okay, he's dead, but he didn't fall down, so that's an issue. Is that your zombies should move slightly slower, only slightly, than the player's regular walking speed, right? And that way, yes, if he just walks in one direction, the player will be able to avoid them. But if you get enough zombies together and spread out, it will be hard to get away from them. Zombies should never be able to walk faster than the player, otherwise they wouldn't be zombies. Right? But you should have a stamina bar on my sprinting to keep me from being able to just run away from the zombies indefinitely, which is a problem. So, next tip. I don't know if this is expensive. I don't know if this is within or beyond the abilities of you and whoever else is developing the game with you. I think it might be a one-person game, but I got no proof of that. Consider adding a dismemberment system. When people shoot zombies, they want heads to explode, they want limbs to fly off, they want it to be gory as H. And I think that your game would be improved by the addition of that kind of gore. Okay? Oh, also, I can't see the hatchet or sword on the table when I'm supposed to pick them up, and obviously that's a problem. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try corralling all the zombies, like getting them into a great big group that's constantly all chasing me. And then I'm going to, like the Pied Piper, lead all the zombies out into the desert. You know what? I should have said that a different way. Like Moses, I'm going to lead all the zombies out into the desert, and we're going to find the Promised Land. And by Promised Land, I mean we're going to see if this world has an edge that we can fall off of. Which, by the way, keeping players from falling off... See what I mean by... Well, it's not really affecting the frame rate having a whole horde of zombies coming after me at once, so obviously it's a pretty darn stable engine. Way to go. Way to go, developer, for using such a stable engine, because check it out. Like, I got, what, 20 zombies here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... Okay, like 18 zombies here. Maybe 16. And the game isn't being affected at all. Alright, so now we're going to see if there's an edge of the world we can fall off of. Because, again, a lot of these games with these open fields will have an edge of the world you can fall off of. And that's not ideal. Generally, you want to give people a boundary. And that's why I suggest putting walls around the town. Not only to focus... my god, look how far away the zombies are. Not only to focus the player on going one direction, which is obviously important. Okay, so I'm going to try to turn 180 degrees. You can't run backwards. That's nice. Okay, and there. I want to make sure I'm not, like, running perpendicular to the zombies. Yeah, so what you want to do is, it also, by putting walls in there, you give the zombies an advantage because the player can't just run away indefinitely. So that's also kind of huge. So those are the tips I have for you for improving this game. And I'm going to arrogantly call it improving this game because, you know, I consider myself to be an expert. I think we found the edge of the world, people. So here's the big question, and y'all can take bets on this if you want. I have my own ideas. Did the developer remember to put an invisible wall to keep me from falling off the edge of the world, or did the developer not do that? I'm betting no. And I'm wrong! There's an invisible wall man, way to go. So many developers forget to put an invisible wall at the edge of the world, and you can just drive right off the map or run right off the map. Thank you so much for proving me wrong, developer. So yeah, those are my pitches. Those are the ways I think you could improve your game. It wouldn't hurt if you had a story to justify why I'm shooting zombies in this Middle Eastern village. Doesn't have to be a good story, but it does have to be a story. If you need help with the story, let me know. I will gladly help you with that. And again, I just love writing. I am a full-time writer, and video games are my passion. So if you need some help, I would be willing to help you. Just keep in mind, you've got a couple of really good things going for you. And the number one thing is you've managed... Oh, wow, I broke the hell out of these zombies, didn't I? Damn. Running that far away made them forget their animation. There we go. And you can get them to have animation again by letting them try to hit you. Alright. Here we go. That was entertaining to me. So yeah, to restate the situation, tweak up the zombie speed slightly and give me a, in order, create walls around your game world. 2, I need another map. 3, different kinds of zombies. 4, change the speed of the zombies, make them slightly faster and give me a stamina bar so I can't just run circles around the zombies. 5, if you get some gore in here, zombie limbs being severed, zombie heads flying off or exploding, doesn't matter which, as long as it looks good. I would suggest that, and of course the 5 is 5 is some sort of a narrative to justify the gameplay. And that's it. That's all the tips I have to offer. Oh, and of course, I just want to compliment you for picking a very smooth engine that can handle all the zombies really well, and more importantly, for having awesome sound effects. Like, I don't know whose gun sound effects you're using, but they're so loud. It's great. Thumbs up emoji. Alright, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. I'd like to thank you for coming on this journey with me. You had a good time, you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. I'll see you back here for more zombie games, because, well, I'm a zombie game person, I think that's clear. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Really thought he was going to die from that. Au revoir. Oof. Oh, and if you could make it so the arrows stick... I know this one's a challenge, but if you could make it so the arrows stick out of them after you shoot the guys, that would be for the best, because it's just something people really like to see. Alright, but for real this time, lates.